I can't get enough of that guy saying double chunk chocolate cookie. It's the most New Jersey thing I think I've ever heard in my life. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I guess that's how we're going to start. Because
oh, my God.
Hey, it's been 30 minutes since we started. Let's get into the show tonight. Before we get in, real quick, a little bit of a recap, if everyone's down with that. Just a quick summation of everything that happened in the last... No, I saw that. A little quick recap of everything that happened in the last session. Okay, never mind. We're in. And Sarah, what do you want to do?
I want to go to the store.
Okay.
Just the store.
You see what happens? You see what happens when you interrupt me doing my
Sean,
recap?
You're not populating the store for me, and that feels pretty irresponsible.
What store do you want to go to? You can't just say store and show up to where, like, was it the soup store from that classic internet meme?
Yeah.
All right, last time.
See, look.
Last time.
You're doing great.
The last time we were all here. Eevee had their first day at their new job. It was crazy. The start of a brand new day for the first time in 7 sessions, I think. And while they were at work, discovering the joys of necromancy and the chaos of a low-budget police station. Zach, can't hear you? Did you say something? Okay, good. I wanted to make sure your mic wasn't muted. The rest of the gang was going around doing some errands, doing a little bit of prep work for the next following day when possibly an interview would be had, or a series of interviews. The group also got paid. And there was, I think, Christian, you had also picked up your cold case briefing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But after that, Eamon O'Malley decided to pay his other boss a visit, Shiny Bill.
Yeah.
And then also saw Walter after that. Which there was a little bit of a tense confrontation about what you knew and what they wanted.
Set him straight.
Yeah, sure, okay. And then, getting to the end of the day where everyone regrouped, there was a conversation about all that Eevee had discovered and possibly leading up to the next day's events where you guys had some business to take care of. So, if there's anything else you guys want to do with the ending of that day, feel free to let me know now. Otherwise, I'm going to skip it because you didn't say anything. I skipped it.
Mm-hmm.
It is now the 5th day of the job.
I was
Whoa.
contemplating going to the bar to see if Tyson the Bison showed up.
Did you not contemplate, or did you contemplate that you didn't want to do that? Or you do want to do that?
I mean, it would depend on if he shows up or not. Because if he doesn't show up, then it'll be like, oh, let's skip to the next day.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if he shows up before you go there. That would be crazy.
Okay, she goes.
Okay.
His name was on the list. She's got questions. So.
Interesting. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Lovely. I'm so good at this. 55.
55. Okay. He does not appear to be there.
Lovely. I'm gonna buy a kaitza, swordfish, and then we're gonna go home. And we're gonna go back to the office.
Interesting.
Cannot believe that he stood up. Our beautiful cetacean. He has to die.
What a bastard.
Honestly,
He's gotta go.
all's fair. Kill him. I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna kill him.
All's fair.
You haven't opened that particular box yet, so he could be poisoned. He could be fine. We don't know. But the dawning of a new day, day 5. We've done 2 days and 2 sessions. What do you guys want to do with your brand new horizon? You're dawning. Also, Sarah, which job are you going to?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a question.
Yeah.
I think Eevee just kind of like comes down, rubbing their eyes, and like looks towards the wallows, and then goes, "So what's on the docket for today?"
Yeah, I guess I'll be there, already down there, and I'll be at like, it seems, honestly, like we can go any different direction, but I do not feel like I'm in the position to, is this Sourdough? And I'll look over at Finley, what's his name?
Brinsley?
I'll say that under my breath. Huh? Brinsley?
Brinsley, yeah.
Brinsley, yeah.
And I'll look back at you and I'll say, yeah, so What are you feeling? Do you have to go to your other job?
I think, there's so many people there. I think they won't miss me if I just don't show up today and then show up tomorrow and then say like I was in the closet,
The closet?
Sure.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
they have the office that they have me in is in a closet.
Oh. Wallows.
Yes, it's sourdough.
Oh.
Fitz, didn't you book that interrogation for today with Grace?
I did, in fact, do that, yes. So
Did you guys want to knock out 2 interrogations in one day, or spread it out a little bit?
Let's
Let's
do it.
do it. High five, Eamon. We said the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm gonna. We can use our communicator things to communicate with our boss, right?
Yes, within the same district. Or no, sorry,
Okay.
they're just to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Captain
gonna.
doesn't have one.
I'm gonna have. Well, we're probably gonna be seeing them to get to Grace, so I'll probably let them know that we want to interrogate Zerich the same day.
Okay.
Mm.
Easy enough to do. So you're heading to the box to interrogate Grace,
Kevin Gristle. Kevin Gristle.
Kevin Gristle.
Wait, have you told us his full name yet?
I have not.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
How dare you? Okay.
How dare you?
Easy enough to get there. Also, easy enough to inform your captain that you'd like to speak to Zerich in Dwell Harbor. They can go ahead and set that interview up for later today if you'd like. Okay.
Lovely.
They do it.
It's our interview day.
It's Interrogation Nation over here. So, you are brought deeper into the box, the square headquarters of this outfit of Champions Row, and this long sort of hallway that has these sectioned off interrogation rooms that have guards stationed about every 20 or so feet. One of these doors is left open and you are led to it. Sitting on the interior, you see this very shoddily dressed and still pristinely kept, but sitting in shoddy beige burlap robes and pants
Nice.
with the same air that you saw him in that basement, but dressed much differently.
Right.
You see Grace, or Kevin Gristle.
And just checking, we do or don't know the name at this point.
No, I'm about to say it.
Okay,
right now.
go for it.
Hit 'em
you
up,
see
dude.
that the Fitz walks up to them. I hope things are doing okay for you in here, Grace. Or should actually I say Mr. Kevin Gristle.
I'm gonna snort at that.
I look around to see who he's talking about.
He looks around too.
You already see Fitz pointing at them.
That's very private information.
Well, you must understand it becomes public when bastions are involved. Mr. Gristle.
And what exactly can I do for the city's finest? I
Oh,
was
thank you.
dragged out of these delightful quarters, 4 stone walls, and a roommate who likes to piss on the floor instead of in the bucket we were given.
Damn, that's unfortunate. Well, considering you did try to assassinate us,
Allegedly.
in the same, allegedly, of course, in the same vein, we decided to pay your business a visit. The Lucas Prime Cuts, I'm sure you remember.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We get there, only to be greeted by, let's say, a criminal myth, as it were. Destroying your entire operation.
What?
Burning your friends alive, and ripping them apart without remorse.
Oof.
The hell are you talking about?
Okay, I'll ask you this then. Who do you know that would send someone like the Silent Man to destroy any semblance of your operation?
I'm sorry, what?
I'll ask you slowly.
Sorry.
Who are you in business with that would send someone to kill not only your men, but the lives of many good Bastion officers?
I can't tell. Is he fucking with me? He looks towards everybody else in the room.
I'll toss the photo, like the crime scene photos of this case file at the table, if there's a table.
You're telling me
open and scatter.
the Silent Man did this to this entire operation. Not only did you see it happen, but you're alive.
Yes.
That one was a surprise.
He has some kind of vulnerability to bullets.
That's actually new information. I don't know why anyone's laughing. That's good to know. All right. Well, if I'm being quite frank, I have no fucking idea what's happening here. This is, I'm just a humble alleged drug dealer, some might say.
Right.
I
Listen,
have never done business with this Silent Man.
I'm sure that, I mean, he doesn't seem like the type, but I think what Fitz is trying to get across is that if you had been there, you'd probably have met the same fate. So we want to really figure out what happened or who might have called this person so that we can even keep you safe. Because if you just get out...
What? Finish that.
If you get out, whoever's looking for you will find you.
But you'll protect me. It's your job.
I mean, once you're out of these walls, can't do
And
much.
we want to, but we don't have any information to protect you with right now.
See, the deal is that you have to help us help you. If you can't tell us who either you were in competition with, who you were answering to that maybe started to doubt your loyalty, or might have any type of motivation to send somebody to erase your evidence of your operation, we have you in custody right now. There's no telling that they couldn't try to send an assassin while you're in here. But if you help us help you, give us what information we can make sure that he's an elf, right?
Yes.
We can make sure that you are alive and well to see the long life that you should have.
Well, that sucks. Kind of early in the morning for this to be dropped on me.
It sucked trying to be assassinated first thing in the morning, but...
Where did you get
And
that?
then again. Double assassinated.
Double assassinated. Wow, that Wednesday sucked.
There is all right. I'm going to level with you here. You're dropping a lot on me that I was unaware of. My reputation is shit. My entire operation has been apparently burned to the ground. What's in it for me?
Living?
Well, you can't guarantee that. You just said that to me. You literally just said you can't guarantee that to me, can you?
Not if you don't give us any information, because we don't know who we're looking out for. But with information, we can be 2 steps ahead.
Interesting.
And with information, well, we'll know just the level of protection that you need. Considering, and I wanted to wait for this, but considering you are working with the likes of people like Falcone, the level of people after you might be pretty high.
I don't know what that's referring to. That's crazy talk. I'm
We'll
in here for
literally-
drugs.
We'll
Well, it
literally
sounds
take
like-
Just saying it now.
I was just a drug dealer. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just the drugs.
That's crazy.
Well, guys, it sounds like we're not going to get information from him, so I guess
Ah,
we're
well,
just
hold
gonna
on,
leave him
hold
here
on.
for-
Wait,
You're free to
just
go.
a second. Just, hold on. We can be reasonable about this. All right. You need information about what? The Silent Man? Are you chasing him down? I didn't even know this person existed a week ago.
We want your whole operation. Who you're working with, who you're working for.
See, we already have enough to incriminate you and lock you away for just about your entire life, considering even though you are an elf. We don't need any more information to incriminate you. We're trying to get information to help you.
And for that, I get immunity and protection from the Bastions.
Not immunity, but you will get
From the Bastions,
protection
girl?
from whoever is after you, and possibly we will put in words to work out a deal for a lighter sentence. Because this will already start proving an
Lighter
effort
sentence
of
is
rehabilitation.
Lighter sentence isn't bad. Maybe I spend a little bit more time on the outside, but like in like a safe house you guys have that's like comfy and got room service.
Those can be.
Not even we have room service.
What the fuck? How? What are you doing there? Do crime? Oh my
What are
goodness,
you
do crime! You're cops and you don't get room service? What is this?
Listen, honestly, if we could just start with a name or a location somewhere that we can work with to try to get more information about who we're dealing with, that would be great.
Fitz will like literally put his notebook on the table with it opened with the logs of the different organizations and Falcone's, the payments essentially. You can start by telling us why Falcone paid you 10,000 gold pieces.
All right, Falcone's. That's a different bundle of bees you're rattling around in there. You understand?
Yes.
Not the first time I've rattled those bees.
I don't think Falcone's even involved with that individual. Suffice it to say, Falcone needed my chemical expertise to develop something for him.
And what's that?
Well, your friend, and he points towards Eamon, no you, well, I accidentally, sorry about that, subjected to a weaker version of this particular substance during our tete-a-tete.
Yeah, titter-tat.
Yes.
I never thought I'd hear assassination attempt be called a titter.
He's
An
trying to
hour middle
downplay
appointment.
everything. So,
You're developing mind-altering or mind-controlling drugs for him.
well, like I said, what I have in my possession, it's all gone now, is less effective than what was paid for there.
Is it all gone? Is your operation only in DeLucas Fine Cuts?
Yes.
I'll take that as a no.
Do I even have to insight that with
I believe
my
him.
passive insight of 21?
Well, it looks like we got everything we got.
It's not just my operation. That was a headquarters. There were pieces. This is how things work. It's not just mine. I control all of it. There's pieces, and we all coexist. It's a moving machine. If I fall out or another part gets put in my place, the machine keeps working. It's not like, I run the drug industry of Champions Row. That would be cool, though. Don't you think?
That's honestly, I thought this was going to lead to the end. So good to know. So exactly what if you can be so easily replaced? Why would someone want you gone in the first place?
Because I'm a good little cog.
Yeah, but someone sent S-tiered assassin to take you out.
All right, you
Someone was looking
keep
for
referring
you.
to him as an assassin. The Silent Man is not an assassin. He's what's known in the field as a fixer. If
We
there's
saw
a
him
problem
fix
with the machine, he
several.
goes in to replace the parts, clean up, all that sort of thing. Maintenance, if you will.
Well, we saw him literally fix and kill several people on both sides.
Yes.
You say you were a good little cog. I highly doubt that, considering the alterations that we've discovered that you've put into the chemicals yourself, including the ones that you had stashed away for your own personal use. So I wonder, were you taking a cut for yourself? Were
Oh.
you altering them and putting out bad drugs?
No. First off, I don't partake. Straight edge. Don't even drink. More specifically, you're, I believe, referring to the little crevice that you probably found in my office. Yeah.
Oh, we found quite a lot in here.
It's a rainy day fund, just in case. Not too long ago, we had our supplier dry up, and it was bad for business for a little bit. So I always take the precaution of ordering a little bit more than we need for the current month or two, stashing it away just in case.
So who are you working for?
I was working with a supplier.
Zerich and his operation.
What?
We saw the shipment details in your log as well, that there was a shipment delay from the harbor.
Oh. That was Zerich's warehouse. That explains it. No, I specifically... Well, I guess I'm already in prison. I worked with a group called the King Street Coopers.
KSC.
Wait, Coopers or
Koopas?
Koopas?
Coopers.
Coopers.
Bunch of little turtle
Okay.
dudes.
Yep.
Koopa Troopa?
Coopers.
King Street Coopers.
Cooper!
Cooper.
That's from Powerpuff Girls, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's where I stole it from.
Sorry about your window, Mr. Looper. Cooper! It's Cooper!
I'm gonna go find that clip, put it in the episode.
It's so cute!
Get
I
sued.
love Bubbles.
Worth it.
Yes, they are a supplier of number of different things. They move things throughout the city without being detected, smuggling, whatnot, illicits. They were set up with me through a contact of mine when my previous supplier ran dry. They were facilitating pretty well for the last few months.
Sean, do I know anything about these guys at all? As a person who does not smuggle things and was never a criminal, nor is currently a
Yeah.
criminal?
Would never criminal.
Never criminal.
Strange question then. Go ahead and ask, or give me a history check.
Ask the dice.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, the curse has been broken through the news.
2025,
No, the you got a
baby, it's here for
13.
you.
That's crazy. A
You
history
said
check?
what? History.
I gotta take out my Eevee.
Oh, holy schmoly. 23.
23?
Ooh!
How?
Hey.
I rolled a 19
That's
plus 4.
crazy.
Is this the right character sheet? It is. Okay.
All right.
Is this the right dice?
Yeah, is this the right dice?
+4 to history?
I'm scared to roll
Yeah,
my
I'm
dice
proficient.
now.
What's-
Yeah,
what's
no one knows
oh, you're
roll for the
proficient.
rest of the session. Zach has to
I
keep
was
this
gonna say,
straight.
what's Eamon's
it.
intelligence modifier?
His history's got to be a
Plus
+5.
It's +1. So I have a +1, and then my PB is +3.
Yeah,
Damn. No.
makes sense.
So you get 23?
Did I do math wrong?
No, no,
Did I
you
say
got 24.
No, you're
Okay.
correct.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
I thought I
All right, cool.
misremembered. So, 23. Now that you're given the actual name in association with the acronym you've been sort of puzzling over, and you hear the...
So stupid. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's given time to
I literally
ruminate.
have to Jimmy Neutron brain blast to think about KSC, King
We can
Street.
see your nose
Ubers.
start bleeding.
You see,
yeah.
you see,
My nose starts bleeding, and I go, oh. Yeah. You see me in the corner? Ah!
him coming out of his ears.
Eamon, are you okay?
I'm solid. My eyes are wide open, and I'm not moving.
The King
Dude,
Street.
that was such...
Well, that's what you get with.
It's because I have GGH written down instead of KSC. 'cause I'm
I see.
dumb.
But yeah, the King Street Coopers are, again, you haven't heard the name super often, but you have heard them sort of offhandedly mentioned when you're working around the Rusty Screw. Very, very briefly mentioned, and then when you walk in the room, it's sort of like,
That's it.
You all right?
My eyes are looking different directions because I'm like a bird.
All right.
Not hard for a bird.
The expert.
Sorry about your friend.
So you said the King Street Coopers were the ones who set up your contact with your supplier.
Nope. They were who
But-
my contact set me up with as a supplier.
Who is your contact?
I have friends. I don't want to betray my friends. Can't I just help you out this one little thing and you let me have
great.
Like,
Sure.
slam my
strange
hand
to
on the
have-
Kill you.
table.
Your friends try to kill you.
You
I
don't
guess
know
you try
that.
to kill me, and we're friends. So I guess
We're
we're
cool, yeah. So we
Yeah,
can
we're
keep
chill.
it secret.
Just gonna like slam my hand on the table,
Ah,
like hard.
that's scary. All right.
Your life is in danger. The lives of many more people's lives are in danger. We do not have time for this bullshit. We are trying to help you. Please let us. Someone is trying to kill you.
But what if I
In a
give you
very
the other
violent
name and they try to kill me too?
Then we'll be 2 steps ahead of them.
Exactly. It'll be a
I also
list.
think they might already be trying to kill you.
Mm.
It's strange to have loyalty when you don't know who you can trust anyway.
Well,
I'm sweating.
Eevee like starts to go well, and then it's like, oh shit.
If he goes well, if he goes well, Eamon starts sweating.
all right. Again, this is a delicate machine. It does not have one figurehead. Right? The Berserk Triumvirate. They are an organization that sort of places different pieces of this machine throughout the
You're
city.
gonna have to spell that.
Berserk Triumvirate.
Mhm.
BASSIR. And triumvirate. Because I don't know how to spell that word.
Does that name sound familiar to me at all?
Make a history check.
Or, I guess, would this even be something I would...
If you want to try and make a history check, go for it.
Okay. I don't know if this would be in my area, though.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a 7.
No, you don't know.
that's a 25.
25.
Damn.
Basser is actually a place. It is a place that is overseas.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would a council or a triumvirate from another country be operating here?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well,
Was that out loud? Did we hear that?
No, I'm sorry.
What?
I wanted to ask, could I actually spend a shenanigan point to roll for information on Basir specifically? Because if they're from another sea, if they do shipments and stuff like that, I would probably have like encountered shipments from them.
You can, if you'd like to roll shenanigans point.
I'm gonna do a shenanigans point. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
probably not-
In.
Oh, it's a little bit better. I only have a +1 to history, so thank God this is okay. That's like a 16 total. That is 16.
16. Okay.
Okay.
So you have heard of this place as well. You're not.
Do we I'm just wondering if we've done like often trade with them, or like if this would have been like a often
You mean specifically the sea elves?
like the Marines we oversee like the shipments coming in and stuff like that.
You would
So-
occasionally have seen ships from Basser come into the port.
Okay.
It's not like there's only ever one ship from there, but it is a somewhat regular destination
Okay.
to and
That's
from
all.
this place. Yeah.
That's all I wanted. Sorry.
They I don't know exactly why they chose the name. I don't know if they are all from this place or they do a large amount of business from one place to another. That is what they're called. They operate the machine in the city that runs most of the connected underside.
And who is your contact with the Becer Triumvirate?
Always different. Again,
Isn't
you don't...
there anyone that you like particularly want to fuck over?
Always wanna
Sure.
fuck you over?
Probably the person who tried to get me killed. I don't know who that is.
Sure.
And again,
That's fair.
organizations like this stay intact because it's never one point of contact.
Above table, did you say that the Basir Triumvirate, they oversee the operations of the Undercity here in
Yes,
our city?
they are an organization that operates within the bounds of Abaddon, as far as you're being
Okay.
told by this person.
Okay.
They
It's,
oversee most of the connections underground in the city.
Yes.
This bizarre trumpet. What do they export mostly?
Delightful. Exports are mostly similar products that they don't have overseas, I would assume. So things that are local to this continent, flora, particular drugs, substances, things like that, and we import from them.
What are the other like letters on? I can't remember.
I was actually about to bring them up.
What are the other letters?
It's MB, and that operation has MYAF and WR, and then it's HC, and that has DM, and then question marks with parentheses Blackstone.
Okay.
Mm.
I was actually going to ask him about that.
Go ahead, then.
So you said that the King Street Coopers are your suppliers for your end of the drug trade,
Yes.
but they only oversee the giant growth hormone, and we found multiple other drugs from assuming other operations. Are they your only suppliers, or do you dabble in your own outside work?
Well, I don't... The King Street Coopers deal in a lot more than just the growth hormone. We receive all of our shipments through them.
Okay, then who are HC and MB?
What?
We'll slide the burnt over paper.
Just a reminder, you found this list in a place that has no connection to this guy whatsoever.
Yes. I mean, he can know what
No,
they
you're
stand for.
correct in asking. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
he has no idea
Yeah.
what list you're talking about.
Yes.
He sort of looks it over and says, Will, I recognize the bottom acronyms, the Coopers and their growth hormone, which is what they supply to me. Don't know why there's two versions on them. That's strange. Don't like that. I was not informed that there would be two different subsections. The other two, if I'm to follow the same sort of list organization here, these look like other suppliers and what they are supplying. Right? If I'm to follow this. MB could be a stretch. There is another dealer in similar circles, allegedly, known as Miss Bliss, a purveyor of all sort of tinctures, tonics, mind-numbing essences, if you will. Not exactly sure what the fuck they've got going on this list, but that's my best guess. And the other one here is interesting.
Interesting how?
Well, they're not exactly dealing in drugs. It's a group called the Hollow Casket.
Oh, that's a name.
They
Sean, these are cool names you got here.
Thanks, buddy.
Huh.
They are rumored to be in the diamond trade. I don't know what the fuck Blackstone is.
Eevee kind of... This is probably nothing. Like me as Sarah is saying, this is probably nothing, but that's like weirdly synonymous with something that Eevee takes out like a piece of paper and like writes something on it, and like passes it to Gristle and is like, "Are you familiar with this group at all?" And it says the vacant cradle on it.
Hmm.
Are
So-
those two connected in any way?
No. But it's interesting you know of them.
So you know something about them.
Well, I've heard some things. I don't particularly
you heard?
deal in kidnapping children. That's not really my scene. But I would say it would not be strange for our paths to have crossed at some point in the things we do, you understand? Again, no affiliation with them. They're, again, it kind of gross what they do. I'm a drug
Love a
dealer, and even
drug-
I would be caught
We
dead
lo-
with these people.
We love a drug dealer with morals.
Come on, man. I'm not a
Just
monster.
a
Deal
monster.
drug.
I'm a drug dealer, not a monster.
Yeah, come on. Again, the stories I've heard, they procure some sort of means of abducting the wealthy's children and blackmail them into whatever they want, money, power, influence.
Do you have any names of those people?
Oh, God, no. I don't even know if they're still in operation. I just heard the stories about the...
Okay. Sorry, just back to Hollow Casket. It just sounded a little familiar.
Is it? Yes. Well, the Hollow Casket deals with the, I would assume, underground necromancy trade. Mostly diamonds.
Would I know about the hollow casket or the diamond trade? Because that seems like a place where that took place a lot in the market district of our dear lovely city.
Make me a history check if you like to.
I can do that.
Make me every history check.
I was
Do I-
reading about this in my session 0.
Wow.
The diamonds.
I did my dissertation
But
on this.
not the criminals. Not the
Because
criminal part.
because Fitz worked so much in the market district, would I be able to have make it advantage? Because that seems like that's the area that we do trading in, or is that just a totally different thing?
It would be a totally different thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. There are a lot of jewel trades that tend to go through the marketplace because it is known for, specifically for goods and illicitly obtained jewelry and gems tend to be one of those things. But there are some elements of the city that are like more focused on diamonds specifically rather than like for jewelry purposes. You know for a fact that like diamonds in jewelry even are restricted at a certain point. But you have not ever come across this specific group.
I like the tie-in that a diamond industry has something to do with necromancy with D&D. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
It's an easy way to nerf death.
Mm.
Just nerf
Nerf.
diamonds.
just restrict it real quick.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I had a follow-up question and I lost it. Fuck.
The Cuban zirconium market took off immediately.
Yeah, so many fucked up people coming back to life like, "Arr!"
Very easy to tell who's been doing necromancy.
Yeah, they come back like half their soul comes back like, "Arr! What'd you do to me?" Actually,
Oh my
really
god, that's really dark.
fun.
I'm gonna lean in and ask Grace, why were you contacted to affiliate more of this trade here in the Champions Row?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, I'm trying to find out if there is a bigger picture here, if it has anything to do with the fights coming up.
Interesting. I had not been made aware of any sort of connection. Again, I only recently started doing business with the Coopers when my other suppliers dried up.
Who are your other suppliers?
There were a few of them, sort of culminating in what I needed, but these Coopers seemed pretty well supplied and ready to take on the job, so the transition seemed kind of easy. So, let's keep me alive, right? That's what we're on now. How do we
Definitely.
keep me safe?
Well, the only names you've really given us are Falcone, which wasn't even you giving us that name,
All right,
the King Street Coopers,
you're welcome.
and the Basir Triumphant.
That's crazy.
So, if you have
I don't really have a way to track those groups down right now.
None of those groups can get us.
Mm.
I think you're
Yeah,
fine. I think you're fine. That's good enough
that's what
information.
I like to hear.
It's just in the back. I think you're fine.
Let's get
Yeah,
it on paper. Let's sign those
Oh,
doc-
all right. And I like take out a notepad.
No,
Oh.
no,
Legally binding.
Oh.
Legally
not
binding.
yet.
Oh, all right.
Interesting.
we'll
Just-
arrange for your protection, because I do believe that we still have use of you.
That's
even
the
if it's-
craziest thing you could say to another human being.
I think you are valuable.
See, that's better.
Me too.
I have uses is a little bit dehumanizing, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you are currently being used in your own field.
Yeah, but
of
I was
work.
outside. I was doing my own thing.
That's
Yeah,
so
trying to
real.
kill us.
And-
So
and-
real. That's
and
so
in
real.
here- And in here, you have even less of a choice to do so. I think that, again, we are trying to help you, help us, help you. So, if these are all the names that you can give us,
Nah.
we will arrange to the best of our abilities. Extra protection, maybe a bit more of a proper hiding area with some trusted guards. We'll arrange what we can within our limitations.
I like the
Getting
sound
you
of
out of-
hiding area.
Getting you out of Gen Pop is the best course of action immediately,
Mm.
especially if you're going to be an informant for
But-
us.
Ooh, don't tell anybody. Hey, hang on. I didn't say anything.
Either we could arrange for you to be some type of informant, or we would need some type of documentation proof from you signing that this is your beginning of rehabilitation, which would give us a bit more reason to give you a lighter sentence, as well as put, you can get back on the street, live your life a bit more comfortably, a little bit faster.
Do
But
like that.
it would have to be through rehabilitation. We
Oh.
can't just put a known criminal back on the street. You understand?
Scout's honor. I am rehabilitated. Never going back.
You s-
Oh,
Not yet.
It's a process.
We have to make sure your
Right, and I'm
information
through
is
it.
valid.
I'm on the other side, looking at the bright sunshine in the future.
I was hoping so because, honestly, I've heard what they do to rats. And I'll go into his face like you. And man, it is. Let me tell you, rehabilitation is like way better. One time, I had a friend that I heard who had a friend who had a cousin who was a rat, and they took out his eyeballs and then they put it in his ass and said that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's what happened. So wait, what happened to you? You said your supplier dried up. What happened? What do you mean it dried up? What, like you just stopped hearing from him?
Well, yes, I assume it's because they all ran out of whatever product they were selling.
Or
How
they're
did
that look
bought
like?
Bought out or killed by the other gang.
Right.
Hmm. Well, I didn't hear from them. They stopped replying, so kind of needed
It
to
sounds
move
Well,
on
like-
hey,
quickly.
I just want you to know, Grace, and since that's the name I know you by, because that's really cool.
It's my only
Since
name.
you're a rat, since I'm gonna go in his face again, since you're a little stinky little rat talking to the police, sorry, the Bastions, I just want to say I'm really happy for you that you, rat, are now in guiding Grace, protected by us. So I just want you to remember, since you gave us, and we were out of ideas, but since you, rat, decided to come to us, thankfully, I'm just glad that you're going to comply with us, because if you, rat, go back outside into public, your eyes may end up in your ass.
I don't want to look at my own shit.
Thank you. And hey, just
Yeah,
remember,
I don't wanna
just
look at my
remember,
own
since we're
shit,
getting you out of
it's
General
crazy.
Pop, we're bringing you somewhere else. Hey, maybe we can bring you to somewhere even nicer. But since you
Right?
are now in our under our guys, eyes, whatever, we're looking for full compliance. So thank you for
Eamon,
that.
Are you okay?
Hmm?
Are you okay?
I'm a
Yeah,
rat.
I was just.
I'm a dirty little rat.
Oh,
Oh no!
sorry. I'm sorry. What was that?
Nothing. I'm
So
go-
just remember, we thank you, and remember, if you just want, no one to find out that you are in fact a rat, then just make sure to stay in our good graces. That's all I just got to say.
my name. Totally heard it out.
Man, all of our interrogations immediately just sundered.
No, I think that worked really well.
It works really
actually.
well. I
Yeah.
think it works really well.
I think that was effective.
Jesus Christ.
That's great. Well, hey, if just by any chance, Grace, anything else comes to mind, maybe maybe then we won't have to go around and tell people how we have loose ends. Hey, maybe that'd be something.
Oh my God.
Because a bird talking to a rat like you, maybe it would help you get a little bit farther in now the system that you have put yourself in. So, hey, my hands are tied.
Some of
all
my
just-
best friends growing up were rats.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking to
I have no
Grace.
problem with Skaven. Skaven fucking, they're sick.
I love
As opposed to I point to him, Mr. Rat.
All right. Well,
gobsmacked. I don't
Well,
even know.
I want you to sit with that. You have lost all your friends, family, all collection. Sorry, maybe family. I don't know.
Oh my
All
God.
connections to whatever career you are, and clearly we are going to have to send you off to somewhere else to start a new life. So I will have you, Rat, think about what you've done, and if anything else comes to mind, you let us know.
I will be sure to do that. Thank
Great.
you.
And look on the
Wow.
bright side with the new
How?
rehabilitation.
How can I do that right now?
Well, at least with the new rehabilitation and the new life, you can pick a new name instead of Kevin.
That's true.
Like Grace.
Tay makes a great
can
point
actually
because
be
you
Grace.
seemed
Well, it
very
can't be
light
Grace
on the
now
rehabilitation
because
thing, but
people
since
know that
you
name.
decided to go down this route, just remember that rehabilitation might sound better than going back out on the street.
Yeah, people do know your name, Grace. So
I'm going to
let
go
me change
back to
that.
my jail cell now and have myself a little think
All right.
and cry,
Have a
maybe.
good
Mhm.
I'm
day.
probably going to cry.
Yeah.
And remember, if you think
Oh, another thing?
suddenly remember anything that you think might be
Anything at all.
helpful,
Uh,
feel free to reach
Let us
out,
know.
and we will make sure to
Fret not.
make sure you're a little bit more comfortable each time
there is.
that you provide anything extra of your own free will.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
You need a coffee, anything?
No, I'm good.
Great. I wouldn't be able to drink or eat either. A lot on the mind.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you don't want that preemptive coffee before potentially your eyes.
My
well,
eyes get
let's
shoved
not,
into
let's
my
not think about
asshole.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Anything
have
else?
a good day,
Points towards
Grace.
Fitz, you have anything else to say?
Like, I'll say this right now. Grace does see that Fitz is a little gobsmacked at the last like 3 minutes. He's like, he's-
Eamon just went from like, I think this guy's on the level to be like, you?
like, he had the full lamplight in eyes moment
Yeah.
of you. And then
Rip the fucking lantern off the wall, hold it up to his face.
it's changed the whole
Okay.
perspective of the conversation.
Well, you can let them know I'm ready to go back to my cell now. Thank you.
We'll start your paperwork on getting you better accommodations.
And yeah, we'll just got to start that paperwork and make sure to write down that your name, Grace, and just any other alias you may go by, just
Kevin.
is on the books.
I'll go by Kevin.
Windy day.
Windy
I'd be
day?
shame if I lost a paper in the wind. All right, I think I lost that. I'm out of it. All right, I'm out of it. I tried.
I think I
I'm out of it.
lost it.
I think I lost it. I think I
Luckily,
lost it.
he's not
Hey,
listening
rat.
anymore. He's
I
too
will go
busy crying.
rat.
He's
Eyes
been shattered.
His eyes are glazed.
Eyes going. I go back to that. Eyes.
We get out of the room and Eevee goes, I thought that you were like weirdly cool with him. Where'd that come from?
Oh well, I mean, like it is good. I just Hail Mary. Different kind of
Sure.
different kinds of like things to go because he had. Yeah, I mean, after you brought up rehabilitation and he was clearly not into it, right? We had to remind him that his fate is now sealed, and that in fact, if he wants to work with us further, then he's going to and wants a nicer life, then he has no other option, literally.
Who did you
I
work
can-
for again?
I cannot wait to take you to the Bay Bastards. This is gonna be great.
Who,
That was a
who
male
did
career.
you work for to gain this attitude with?
To be fair.
It was
Are mailmen like this? Is this how mailmen
Yeah,
are?
dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
all the time. Are you kidding me?
Oh my
There's a term for it.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right.
shit.
Well,
I'll take a little piece of Neapolitan loaf out of my pocket and I'll be like, I'll kind of start munching on it. And I'll
One
kind of
interview
gesture towards
down.
Fitz as well.
I'll start that paperwork.
To
Right.
get him into a better cell.
Yeah, to get him in better conditions.
Well,
First it was out of
safer
obligation. Yeah, safer so. Now it was first it was out of obligation because that's the deal, but now it's just because he kind of feels bad.
Nice. Pity.
Yeah, we should
Pity. Yeah.
absolutely keep him under some kind of observation, like watch.
Well, yeah, well,
I don't know what the powers of the Silent Man are,
Nobody
but
does.
if anything, and listen, I don't know magic that well, right? But as far as I know, because I keep learning new stuff every day, I wouldn't be surprised if he can like open a rift in reality or do some kind of stuff. And next thing you know, we don't have Grace next. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
he
sort of kind of.
did do that. Yeah.
oh yeah, he did in fact do that kind of.
He did that.
Or he turned
I
into
think he did
like a pigeon or something.
Oh, also, Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and go
Huh?
and start working out, like,
Nice.
put in a request to have him either have extra security and or start arranging some type of transportation to a safe house
Okay.
as like a temporary priority case, and then like once it's like a week or two goes by and it's safer, then transport him somewhere else or whatever for like a rehabilitation.
Gotcha. All right. Sounds good. I'll start drawing up the plans.
They are close.
Exorbitant jest.
Rehabilitation.
Well, As you guys have successfully, I'll say you
Bully.
interrogated that dude.
bullied that
We'll
dude.
go ahead and
Great.
take our first break for the night here.
Yay.
Whoa. You take breaks?
Fuck.
You give us breaks?
No, not really. But we'll edit one in for the audience at home.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Keep watching. Bye.
Lucky
Those are
trucks.
words.
Oh, that was crazy. You guys just missed it. Anyways, no time to get into it because the show's back. Let's get into the episode as we pick off where we left off. The group had just finished their interrogation with some fucking rat, dude.
Fucking rat.
As far as we know, he's currently staring at his own asshole. Now,
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive.
as you guys are making your way back out to the lobby, you actually do see your captain waiting for you in near the lobby section as you make your way down the hallway. They say, "Hey, so I just got off the well, not a phone, but I just got done talking to the harbor. It's going to be a bit difficult to talk to Zerich because shortly after he arrived in their custody, he bit out his own tongue."
Ooh. Do we have as like an organization like a telepath of some kind?
Does he still have his hands?
We bled.
He
to death.
does still have his hands, as far as I'm
Oh, he's
aware.
dead.
That's enough.
No, he's alive.
Oh,
Oh.
it's live.
He's alive. We got to him before he died, but
As long as he
damn.
still has his hands, that's all we need.
he did bite his tongue out.
I'll be damned. Wow.
Yeah,
Criminals
so-
are weird.
Probably won't be speaking as much. You can still go see him, I guess. However, they did mention that there were 2 other individuals who actually requested to speak to you should you show up there.
Oh.
Oh.
Who?
That's bizarre.
Oh.
Yeah. Their names were... Let me see if I can
At least
pull
the-
up the
at least
name.
Your eyes are
guys
rolling
we
back in the
saved,
head,
or the guy we
Director.
saved and the other one we fucked over.
It was
What-
a fly.
You're levitating a little bit as you think.
It was Carter.
Carter?
Yeah, Carter was the name they gave us.
Who the fuck is Carter?
Was that one of the guys we talked to?
That
Yeah.
sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah.
My
Was-
eyes rolled in the back of my
it
head. and I
was-
started levitating.
Was this the guy we saved?
Well, the human you went there with died.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 individuals you went with alongside him, you remember at a certain point one of them turned in the fight to
Mhm.
help you.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
Carter.
Oh, nice.
The orc.
Very cool. Cool. Man,
So
wow.
still
It
not a
is
waste of your
one
time to
by
go
one.
over there, but
Mm.
you know, Zerich might not have much to say.
As long
you
as
think
he
it
can
was-
write.
I don't think he's gonna, but
Yeah.
you know, that seems like a pretty clear message. I was thinking maybe, I could try a lesser restoration or something, but then I figured, you could get it back on. He'd probably just
Bite it back off.
bite it back off.
Hmm,
Mm.
That's
does seem the type
Wild.
to do that.
Did he look like he did it himself, or?
I wasn't there,
Oh,
yeah. But you just can tell me if
I
you
guess
see him.
so.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for the information.
I'm still going to see him, even if it is a waste. I actually don't think anything in that meeting will be a waste. You can always get something.
Okay. Well, hey, best of
Um,
luck to you, honestly.
Also, not sure if you saw, Captain. We did put in a order of protection and what's the word? Christian's trying to think of the word for like witness protection. Is it just witness protection?
Oh,
I guess?
it's I think it is not witness
Is it
protection.
just-
Sorry, there is a term for it. I don't know what it is right now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I've heard it before.
But we have put in orders for those things.
Additional
He's giving
security.
He is giving us information about. We did figure out what KSC was. It is a gang known as the King Street Coopers.
Okay, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, apparently they're affiliated with or are technically the Basir Triumvirate.
Now that's interesting.
You know that one?
I've heard murmurs. I haven't actually been able to find anything more than mentions. They were a pretty
Apparently.
type ship, but
Apparently, according to dear Kevin Gristle, they oversee most of the connections in the underground of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I've heard.
And well, we also did get some information about the list we found about the other names. One of them is MB, Miss Bliss, apparently, maybe. And the other one is HC, which is the hollow casket.
Now that one I have heard of. Yeah, that one's a bit of an elusive problem for a while now.
Well, they all seem to be working together in some capacity. So.
Interesting.
Captain, was there any kind of recent crackdown on like supply in the last couple of months or anything like that? Like any big breaks? Of course, other than our work. I'm saying before, maybe with the people who are there where we are at now.
The one you guys
Something-
were on at the Delicatessen was one of the larger ones we've had in the last few months. Nothing, necessarily of note. I mean, the occasional bust here and there, but nothing that big.
Okay.
It is surprising we've made 2 big busts in the first couple days here. One for Turntide and one for this one for KSC. So
Yeah.
Makes me wonder how good the bastions were before. Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Please do. I'm in the room. I can hear what
I'm
you're
in the
saying. It's
room.
crazy.
I write your paycheck.
You just get like a few dirty looks from everyone else in the building.
You all just loosened the jar.
That was good. That's good PR. That's good.
Yeah, we were the hot water. You guys made that final twist.
But honestly, Captain, it's really been, the pay's been helping, so if it seems like if we could crack down on more, like we could probably crack down on more if the pay, just something.
Pay was
Is that new
better.
pocket square? Cool.
No, it's,
All right.
I don't have a pocket square. What are you talking about?
I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm like,
Let's go
All right.
get some interviews done, shall we?
new shoes. Yeah, let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go
go.
with,
Interview time.
Anytime. Head cross town to
Make your way over to the-
this.
Dwell Harbor, the old Bayside city. As you guys walk over to Tay's favorite place in the city, Dwell Harbor.
And now she's a lot less reluctant because we did a damn good job last time.
You ripped
so-
the band-aid off, you know?
Yeah. You'll be hard pressed to find any of them saying that, but you did do a good job, and you know that. As you make your way into their holding facility, for lack of a better term, the very seaside stoneworky construction is blatantly different than what you are used to seeing in Champions Row. Most of the buildings are very drafty here. As you wander the halls and just hear the whistling of the wind outside most of the time. Gets kind
How
of
good
annoying.
is the security?
Hmm?
How good is the security?
Better than yours, dude. That's crazy.
Damn.
It's actually not bad. they do their jobs, even though you don't believe they do. There is a they
Yes, they
do
do.
actually do their jobs. So there is a semblance of security here. Things are
Okay.
pretty
Shit.
tight, but to Tay,
That's
probably
cool.
not as tight as they could have been. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a perspective thing, I guess.
Could be better. you know.
It could be better, but it isn't bad. And you are led towards their holding, the holding section of this headquarters. And on your way there, you do get the, dirty side look and whispered conversation about you as you pass by other individuals of the Bay Harbor Bastions on your way down their hallways.
Yeah, she's walking tall and proud because of
You're like 5'2", dude. You're not walking tall.
she. I mean, as tall as she
Come on
can.
now.
She
You're supposed to be
We
on
can
our
get on
side.
equivalents
No,
of shoulders.
not-
Together, we're probably like 10 feet.
Together,
Whoa.
we're probably 10 feet.
Goliath
But
walking through the
she-
halls.
they rejected her application, and then the first day on the job at a different place, they
Yeah.
Busted a criminal from their district.
yeah, so she's very proud of herself.
Very fair. Very fair.
Did your job better than you, bitch.
And as a lieutenant, so
Wow.
she's walking quite proud. Nothing. It's one of those nothing gonna break my stride.
As you make your way all the way down into the building, you are given the instruction that there are 2 different rooms set up with both of these different individuals in them. One of them is, of course, Zerich, who is available should you want to give him a little stare down and possibly try and coax some stuff out of him. The other one is Carter, who you've been informed is actually requested to speak with you should you make your way down here.
I'm speaking with Zerich. Whatever he provides or doesn't, I want to at least be face to face with him.
Okay.
Do you want I guess buddy's not a very official word. Backup for that?
It's not the technical term.
Emotional support partner.
Whoever would like to join me, you're welcome to. If y'all think y'all can add
you
to
have-
it, or
I'm curious to know what kind of questions you're going to be asking them, considering they can't really speak to you. And they probably will be mean-mugging you with the rage of 1,000 suns. So I'm curious to know what you'll do.
I'm more looking for confirmation.
You're trying to read his expressions.
Yes.
Kind of good at that.
And with that, whatever I can get from him, I'm hoping to potentially provoke a reaction from him. Either that or coax out some. Usually higher up criminals are a bit more prideful on what they do, what they don't do, and I'm hoping to see if he will try to correct me on some things.
He was definitely trying to die for his organization.
Yeah.
Moments after we gave him up, he tried to kill himself. Crazy.
Also, this is day 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
It was a rough week.
It's
It was a
been
rough
5
Sure, he
whole days.
probably-
Yeah.
Probably knew that
half
they'd-
a week is gone, and we've dealt with some crazy shit.
Come and get him. But yeah. I can sit back and just kind of watch.
Okay.
I'm good at reading facial expressions.
Eamon will kind of look left and right. Is there a water cooler around?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go by the water cooler. Yeah, I think you guys got this one.
Okay.
I'll go
I'll
over.
join in the staring down of
Other
Zerich.
people by the water cooler?
Yeah.
Specifically
Okay,
because
I'll go to the
Sorry.
water cooler.
Okay.
specifically because of how the last time we interacted, I shot him and stopped him from killing somebody else. So,
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to see how he feels about that.
Cool. All right, so the 3 of
And
you
I
go.
had a snake.
You had a snake. That is true. Man, that felt like ages ago. when
I
you
feel
had a snake.
forever ago.
All right, you guys walk into the room with Zerich. Now, vastly different than your previous experience with, the very formidable and dominating Grace. Very much a scary individual who probably could, take anybody at any time. Zerich, however, is restrained heavily in a straitjacket. Not because they're insane, just because they want this person to be as restrained as possible.
Right.
And you can actually see that the chair sleeves have been latched to the chair, or the coat sleeves have been latched to the chair itself. There is a scarring pattern underneath their lip where you can tell they were probably biting down pretty hard at some point with their jagged teeth, as you remember them to have.
Mhm.
And there is almost no noticing of you entering the room. They're just sort of like staring at a downward angle past the table.
Is his hands free in the chair that's bound to, or is it like...
No, it's like a straitjacket. Like I said, they're like bound behind him, and those sleeves are bound into the chair.
Are there other guards in here?
No, they are outside the room.
I'm gonna nod to one, be like, can we get just one of his hands free? It can stay bound to the chair, but...
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. You're pretty bad at it already, so I'm not going to give you disadvantage. But the DC's higher than usual because they don't like you.
Yeah.
Man, I rolled so good, but I got a negative on persuasion, so that's a 15.
A 15.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Uh,
rolled a 17 on the dice.
Ooh, fucking -2. Holy shit.
you hear
I have a 7 charisma, you guys.
you hear the guard scoff and say, "Yeah, we'll call for the keys."
I'm gonna scoff back at him and be like, good, make it quick. And then I'm just gonna go back inside.
Okay.
And I'm
Like
gonna
following
sit.
behind you, and I'm like, I don't think that was very sincere. I don't think they're gonna do it.
Okay.
Thank you for the insight.
I'm in insight mode.
Love Eevee so fucking much. I'm gonna sit directly in front of oh shit, I forgot his name. I was saying it all day.
Eric.
Zarek. I nearly said Zephyr for some reason.
That's crazy.
fuck is-
I would never call
What is
someone
that
Zephyr.
from?
Zephyr Strike? Oh.
It's the wind.
Mm.
It's past like
The name of the wind.
I'm gonna sit and kind of lean on the table and be like, man, 5 days in, and I would assume that Turntide would have gotten you out of here by now. You must have really been expendable. And we're just gonna watch his face.
Doesn't even look at you.
Well, I guess that coming here is a waste of time. Even without you cutting your tongue, I don't think we would have gotten much from you anyway. Anything else? She's just starting like pretty easy.
You get the sense he's made of sterner stuff than those
Yeah.
insults. You got any more
Mhm.
heat for me, bring it on, but
Hmm.
he doesn't seem to take your words with much weight.
Okay. Also, the guards are not from the Bay Bastions are not in the room with us.
They're
right?
not in the room. No. they're
Lovely.
outside the
I don't
room.
want to give them any leads. So
We are working together. We are all the same.
They didn't assume
No,
you'd get any,
fuck 'em.
dude.
she's gonna say like, I mean, y'all's operation is not really that hard to figure out. I mean, you know, you've got the King Street Coopers and the Miss Bliss and Hollow Casket all running this all of these operations, and honestly, it hasn't been that hard to figure out. I'm just surprised to see that you're still in here. But I mean, I just wanted to see mostly if any of these bastions have already offered you ways out.
There's a slight chortle.
Not a chortle.
Hey,
Chortle at
at you,
what?
dude.
Chortle
Get
at
chorted.
what?
He goes,
Can I insight it?
Insight the chortle.
We have Koopas and Chortles.
Koopas and chortles.
yeah. Go for it.
Oh no, my insight is 6.
You probably said something funny. You don't know what, though.
Did Eevee
I
do
got
any
an
better than me?
8.
You got an 8. Okay, it
But
was,
it was
not
a
funny.
natural one.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Damn, you have plus.
That's a 24 from me.
24.
Hilarious.
The disparity in this room is crazy. I'm gonna wait. 24?
Yeah, 24.
Okay. There is an aspect of that laugh that seems to coincide when they mention the sort of what's it called? the opposite of complexity, the simplicity of their operation. When they mention that aspect of it, that's when the chortle kicks in for you.
Yeah. So what you're telling us is it's not simple. It's a much more complicated machine.
Oh, we've already established that, especially with overseas help coming in with some of these operations. Maybe like the Basir Triumphant.
You just like stare at him.
No,
Nothing else.
with your 24, he doesn't seem afraid. He doesn't seem, even after everything that's happened to him, he still seems confident in what he is a part of.
I mean, he bit his tongue off to try to not talk, so it makes sense.
But I think I figured out exactly why Turntide didn't really give a shit with you being in here. Because from some of the other operations we've busted, they've already sent the Silent Man to take care of those, and they didn't even make a mistake first. But you had hired men that led us directly to you, busted your operation, and now you're in here without providing much to the operation at all. And she's saying that specifically to be like, he did nothing to contribute.
Within the rock solid exterior of this person's sort of like focus, it does shift slightly when you mention the Silent Man. Sort of not like a, oh, I know that guy, we work together, but more like a just like a, oh, I've heard that name. But at the same time, almost wordlessly, I think a realization comes to you, Fitz, that this being a lieutenant of Turntide's whole organization, he is at least aware enough that if you didn't need information, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
That's sort of what he's holding on to during this whole conversation.
Right. He's waiting for the button. He's like waiting for us to ask.
If you didn't ask a question, you wouldn't have come here.
Yeah.
If you wanted to just, look at him and how sad he is, you could have done that and left.
Yeah. But we're here for a reason. He knows that.
Yeah.
I will like lean in to Tay and just be like, I don't think these provocations are gonna work. He knows we're here for a reason. He knows you want to ask questions. He's waiting for those questions. He knows that we're not here to gawk at him.
I'm gonna just kind of give in and lean forward and be like, it's no secret that Turntide likes to have his hands in very particular areas of crime. He definitely likes to have a larger scheme of things, and with all that we have on the cards out in front of us, we can already piece together some pieces here and there. Like I said, it's not a very complex thing you guys have going on. We're only, day 4, day 5 on the job, and we've already got a good amount of information. But what I want to know is with the drug trade. And she's doing this more so because that has to do with their cases. So it seems to be mostly heavy in Champions Row. And from what I understand, it also has to do with, is it a city, Basir?
Yes, it is a city overseas.
Yeah, with Basir across the sea. Does it have anything to do with the upcoming tournament? Or is there something else that's just for fun? I don't really take Turntide to be somebody so leisure about his activities. And what does Basir get out of all of this, and why would he work with them?
Again, you turn to look at him and ask these questions, and the whole time he's just smiling, this jagged smile, and those sort of slitted eyes are just staring at you through this sort of like caked hair dangling over his face.
And the smile kind of looks like, there it is.
Yeah.
There's the questions. Okay.
We finally got to the point.
Yeah. I just didn't take Turntide originally to be somebody who needs the outside help, but man, the man must be getting really old. Was he on his deathbed? Are you upset that you've been caught because you were promised some type of position after his death? Man, I just can't wait to see the day that he actually gets what's coming to him. Which, according to our schedule, I would go ahead and estimate it'll be within the month. Though I don't think you'll be around to see that. Because it looks like you're already ready to just go ahead and end it yourself. What, are you too scared to see what's coming to him? Or you just don't want the Bastions to have that triumph overtaking your life themselves? I know many people in here who would just love to wring your neck too.
There's almost a joy at watching another person thrash against their cage the way he wishes he could.
Hmm.
That comes over him. Almost like he's reveling in the fact that you're just sort of shooting off all these questions and he can't answer them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With like an insight check.
He's a piece of shit.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Is-
sorry. Go ahead, ask your question.
With, I'm trying to see, like, as we've been talking to him, or as Tay's been talking to him,
Mhm.
and he's been reveling in these questions,
Yeah.
because he can't answer. Is there a moment or a topic or a question that catches them for like a blink of a second for concern, or like what? I'm trying to figure out like what's a way to get him to
Or-
not be happy.
Or like an intrigue of like, oh, they know about this, or like, you know.
I will say, go ahead and make an insight check, either one of you, and Eevee if you want to as well, or if you wanted to,
I
kick some
I
rocks at
kind
this
of
guy
have
too.
I have a weird different question, so I'll
Ooh.
wait.
Okay.
Me too. Actually did okay this time.
Was it 22?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Let's see, let me add my D6 because I'm going to use emotional support. That is a 21 for me.
21. Okay. Both of you, when you mentioned this triumvirate, you feel like it should impact him more than it does. He doesn't even flinch. Might have nothing to do with him.
Hmm.
That's an interesting piece.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's Eevee's
Burning question.
I think
burning question?
well, Eevee has, for better or worse, met people like this before. Seeing like the behavior and the personality that this guy is displaying, I kind of want their insight check more to be like, is it even worth it to keep being in this room?
Hmm.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Mm-hmm. Not very good. Where's my insight? 13.
13. I will say with that, there is an air of this person reveling in the fact that they aren't helping you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is fun to them. Watching
Yeah.
you try and get them to assist you when they have no reason to.
Mm-hmm. No reason to, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Tay, Fitz. I think maybe we could talk outside for a minute.
Sure.
Okay.
I didn't want to like. I'm gonna flip a coin to see if I should
Oh.
do this or not.
Kick him in the
Ooh.
nuts. Assault.
Uh,
Just physically assault him.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I won't do it.
Okay, interesting.
I'm
We'll never
curious
know.
what that was. I'm curious to know.
I was gonna name drop some of his people and be like, they're willing to give us information, but I didn't want to like put a hit on them if he still has like
Mm-hmm.
connections.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought
So
about
I'm-
that too, honestly.
Yeah, I roll. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Now, that whole time, what was going on by the water cooler?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
that's what, and then I said to him, if you think that's bad, you should see my other feathers.
Dude,
Oh,
this
that's
guy's
That's
great.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you, I love this area in which what is this?
Dwell
It's not
Harbor?
docks. What is it? Bell Harbor?
Dwell.
Well, I love Dwell Harbor. Let me tell you, this
Oh.
is
To me, who doesn't know the city
it's nice.
they're in.
And you guys said earlier that you have vision insurance. We
Huh?
don't get that.
Yeah, no,
We don't
we
get
got
that.
2020, 2020, 2020.
In Champions Row, they won't even clean the air vents. I mean, seriously, like
Really?
my allergies are going crazy
Dude,
the entire time.
You should probably ask for a transfer.
I've been thinking about it. Really, I
Did
have.
we walk out during this?
No.
Yeah, we're like down the hall, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. No, I've been thinking about it seriously. We have been on this case for a little bit, and if I can, and I'll move in a little bit. If I can be honest with you guys, we are at a dead end. We're at a
Oh,
dead
that
end.
tends to happen with Champions Row. Oh.
Hey, listen. I think the last guy's left for a reason, right? Jeez.
They got murdered.
And
It
you
was
know,
crazy.
I think I totally missed what you said. I think, honestly, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this, guys. Honestly,
Hey,
but
we're all friends here.
we got this note from a guy we have, and I will pull out a note that I wrote using Grace's handwriting that I ledgered down to the exact right.
Baby.
And it says something about these Cooper's guys getting together for some kind of meeting tonight. I can't. It's gibberish. I really can't. I think he's talking about copper in the sewer. Maybe they're meeting in the sewers, and maybe you guys can do something for it. But the captain said that if you were able to if we were able to somehow figure out, where the Coopers were meeting and whatever, they'd get some kind of raise. But we're at a dead end, so maybe you can do something with it. And hey, put in a good word for me when I come over here. All right.
Okay. All right. And you're giving them the note to investigate?
This is my intention with the note.
Okay.
I want to follow these guys afterwards, like at night, and I want to see if they know where the Coopers go. I want to see if they know maybe where a
Interesting.
smuggling thing is. I want to be able to follow these guys after our meeting to go to see if they have information about this Cooper gang.
Okay. Interesting.
Hippo and a turtle and a raccoon.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with the note with advantage because you're
they're like-
fortunate.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Not stirred.
Don't fail me now. That's a D12. That is not a D20.
Probably higher
I
than
will
the first 3 episodes of Rolls.
Yeah. No, it was a 12. So that is
Nice.
Crazy.
all right.
Fucking fantastic.
Can I use a shenanigans point to reroll?
You
one of
can
them?
if you'd like to.
Oh,
my
I'd
God.
love to. Nat 20.
Oh!
It was a 7, an 8, and then boom, a 20.
Interesting.
So what did you say it was persuasion?
It was a persuasion roll. Yeah.
So 21.
21. Okay. You slip them this note, and they just sort of look it over and say, we could probably look into that for you if you're going to be one of us soon anyway, so.
Yeah, my hands are tied,
I love this guy.
Is this tap? Is this tap water?
No, it's
This is
seawater.
nice.
We drink the sea.
Oh, you see it start moving down the side of my V as I'm pushing it out. Oh, that's what the earthy tone was.
Yeah.
That's what.
Oh,
sand.
it's got all the minerals you'll ever need and a lot
Yep.
of salt.
Yep. And I'll place the the cone cup on its side on top of it as the water pours out. Yeah. Good stuff. Full. I'm full though.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, if you're ever in the area, we know all the best spots to hang out if you ever want to come get a drink with the city's finest.
Yeah.
And I would say at this point, Tay, you guys would start to walk out
Yeah.
in the direction of the
Uh,
other interrogation room towards this.
She's hoping that the Eamon
I just
is
wanted
being
to talk-
insufferable.
Oh, okay.
I also just wanted to have a little meeting outside the interrogation room. I
Perfect.
just wanted to talk to Fitz and Tay where he couldn't
I
hear.
see. Okay.
Yes.
We come back to that.
So we just came from interrogating Grace, right? And he's kind of he doesn't really compare, right?
No.
And even he wouldn't talk without us giving him something to talk for, right?
That's typically
So-
what criminals do.
I don't really think that angering this guy into talking is gonna work. If we
Yeah.
have something to give him, maybe, but it's gotta be pretty good.
We don't really have anything that
I
If
might.
we don't, then
Little cute.
you do.
That's what I was hoping to avoid. I was hoping, even if it was probably futile, that provocation would be enough, that he would be one of those kinds, but I think that my mother might have something that he might want. So
Like
I'll
what?
be paying her a visit.
Immunity.
Just immunity. The golden ticket.
That golden
She's
star.
got an immunity idol.
Bum, bum,
He
bum,
would
ba,
feel
da,
very
bum.
dumb after
This is
biting his
fire.
tongue off after getting immunity.
He's got a golden tongue.
Yeah. He's like, oh.
What do you think that your mom would have that he would want?
Well, let's just say that my mom's been in this business a good deal longer than I have and has had quite a few run-ins with Turntide's operations.
Okay.
She founded the Marines here in the Bay Harbor. She is still the leading general and has been quite successful at ruining some of the incoming operations that have tried to be smuggled in through the city. So maybe there's something in holding that she might have. Maybe there's information that she could trade him. Who knows? But that was something I was hoping to avoid. But
Got it.
after we leave here, I'll pay Mother
mean, we
Dearest a
don't-
visit.
You don't have to talk to your mom. You could just like offer him freedom or something.
Nah,
Oh.
something like that. That's not really up to us. It's not our district, so we can't really do that.
And even
No.
then, this is not somebody that should go free. You saw
Right. No, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that lighter sentences or it's kind of an exaggeration because you
There's-
really seem to not want to talk to your mom.
When the topic of talking to your mom comes up, like how is it like a real awkward, like I guess I don't want to talk to my mom.
she's actually gonna answer Eevee and be like, "Oh no, I love my mother. It's just asking her for help is something that I wanted to avoid, but she's very capable, and she's the person I respect the most. I just didn't want to potentially disappoint her with having to ask for help so soon."
I mean, hey, your first two cases have been bombshells in this community. So asking for help to help further protect the city, I hope your mom would be a little understanding since we're all on the same side.
You'd be surprised at how high her standards are for being impressed. As far as she's concerned, this is my job and I'm doing my job. And if anything less would be not doing the job well. So this is meeting expectations as far as I'm concerned.
I've met commanders like that. I'm familiar.
I don't know why that got me. That's
Okay, make it green. We're going green, people.
I think it was mostly just that I was trying to keep my composure. That's what got me.
Okay.
I think
Well,
you
I'm
both
sorry
love
that-
her.
I mean, from what I have seen of, I generally like parents. Generally, when you meet them, they're, like excited to see their kid. So hopefully that'll be good.
Oh, that's not my mother, but I think you both like her.
Yowza. Oof.
I think that she might be able to carve a decent way into this case, if nothing else. Though with him missing his tongue, that might, of course, limit that. But
And hey, she might have information about the triumvirate and things from
True.
being imported and exported from the ports. So that'd be
And
her
even if
wheelhouse.
I'm sure she would have information on it. I was wanting to try to notify her on the Basir imports and schemes, but I assume that she's already well informed. So if nothing else, we can always ask. And she's gonna turn to Eevee and be like you said, it never hurts to ask a question.
That's true.
That is true. Though sometimes you can get hurt asking. Nope, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, the question never hurts, but what comes after sometimes does.
Yeah.
I do know that.
You can always hurt people to get.
I do know that.
You can always hurt people to get answers to your questions.
That is also true.
I try not to do that.
You should try it sometime. It actually does prove fruitful.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Where'd you get that? All right. Are you guys
Ooh,
going?
Pretty.
We
Are
go
you-
to the water cooler and says, ah!
So you guys aren't going back in?
I think we're done.
I think
for-
we're gonna wait until we talk to Mother Dearest. Yeah.
So we're gonna talk like, hey, you can put him back where you belong.
He's not
We
in
got a
there.
little. We got a little
He's
bit.
not in there.
Yeah, we got a little.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That'd be
We
crazy.
got a little bit,
Yeah.
which was he seemingly does not have any connection to the Seer Triumphant. What was the other thing?
He's just happy.
Missing his tongue? That's
He's
crazy.
missing his tongue. He's very happy that we're asking him questions because he knows he can't answer. So he knows he's wasting our time and resources. Essentially, he's
I
being
thought
that-
there was one other thing that we confirmed. I can't remember.
There
I
was-
should have written it down.
It wasn't a
better-
confirmation. He seemed happy that you guys didn't have a lot of information about their shit.
Oh no, it was that it was a lot more complex.
Yeah. Yes. It wasn't as simple as we thought it was.
Yeah.
Now, as you see them approaching from your position at the water cooler, do you do anything, or are you trying to like keep this on the DL from them?
Well, hey, that's my cue. Go Lumberjacks, am I right? All right.
Oh,
Hey, see you guys
our
on the
favorite
Flippy Dip.
swimming team.
Yep, go Lumberjacks. Junior varsity swimming team for some reason. Hey, yep. All right,
That's
I'll turn around.
We're really rooting
I'm
for him
gonna-
this year.
I'm gonna nudge Fitz at this, like kind of proud that Zach's being insufferable at the Big Bastions.
Who?
She's just like,
Who's that?
Who?
That's crazy.
I'm sorry? Who?
That's crazy. They love this guy.
Yeah, I'll turn around and I'll put a peppermint in my mouth.
Doesn't
How about you
seem
guys know they fucking drink-
insufferable. I think it
they
seems
drink salt water here?
camaraderie, like, if anything.
Yeah.
You don't drink salt water?
From
No.
the ocean? No.
No, that'll kill us.
Oh.
I just had like 4.5 cups. I didn't even realize.
Technically, I don't.
Eamon, do you
What?
need
I mean,
healing?
you mean
I'm
medical
both
attention?
satiated and dehydrated at the same time.
I
I
was
don't know
gonna
what that
say
is.
dehydration is the main
I like
one.
pull out my hands and they're very veiny. I think I have hypertension.
It's
Why?
not.
Have you know?
What happened? Did you guys get no answers?
We got a little bit.
Okay.
We got.
That's good.
Cast spare the dying on Eamon.
So he doesn't just dehydrate.
My eyes are bloodshot.
He's walking like a little sway.
Yeah.
Sure, that's
a
fine.
little dizzy.
There's another person we have to talk to, right?
Yes.
Carter.
Carter.
Carter,
Oh, right.
one of his goons, essentially.
Yeah, one of the henchmen, the henchfolk,
Henchfolk.
who was
It's a proper profession.
nearby when you compelled that dude to bring you to the hideout.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, was he the one that was like, "What's happening"?
yeah, he was like, the dude is like, what the fuck is no, he's actually the one you intimidated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where he was like, this isn't going anywhere, and then you scared him into letting it happen.
Yeah.
Before I have to spend a shenanigans point to retcon it later on, I will just say that I put on the paper a certain specific time where the meeting would have taken place, like 7 or 8.
Okay,
Mm.
we can say that.
Cool.
Totally happened.
Great.
You made up the time for this meeting to happen, and then see you're gonna follow them later. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean,
Sounds good.
Fantastic. What a
Oh,
fantastic
and then-
deal.
Last thing to clarify while I'm writing down my notes. And he seemed to have no reaction. His reaction to mentioning a silent man was.
I know that guy, but I'm not associated with that guy.
He noted
Yeah.
the fact that it was mentioned, like he recognizes the name, not like he has a strong
Yeah.
connection to that name.
Just making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, Carter, a smaller interrogation room, much less restraints. You just see his sort of manacles are attached through the latch on the actual table. But as you walk in, he's just sort of like props up. Looks like he was almost asleep, waiting for people to show up in this room. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm glad you guys decided to take me up on my my invite. Thanks for stopping by.
It's not every day you ask for another district's bastions to come talk to you. So
Well, it's not every day another district's bastion kind of saves your life. So, I just wanted to say, first off, that I appreciate what you guys did for me in there. Even though the situation really didn't call for it, I felt like you, I don't know, you kind of saved me.
didn't deserve to die for another man's sins.
I agree. They were on the same page there. So, I just wanted
Hey,
to
The
make
it's
sure.
gonna-
snake problems.
Who?
The snake problem's taken care of.
Is he? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen that thing since.
Has he been in the jail?
I look around.
Faye's gonna just at the whole conversation of him being spared and all that. She's just gonna lean and kind of in the back this is not my conversation. She's still gonna be listening, but like she's probably like, I'm not the best one for this.
I'm not the empathetic mouthpiece of the group.
Yeah.
I think I was big Fearbulk, right? When we talked
Yes,
to this guy?
but
You're
Okay.
Mafia
Yeah, yeah.
Fearbulk.
yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm Eevee.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I
The
just
other guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that 7 charisma right there.
We're all
Molly.
really torn up about it.
Holy shit.
yeah.
The new
But, you know.
recruit.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, I just wanted to, thank you guys for doing what you did, and if there's any way I can help, trying to start on a better path moving forward, but
Considering who you worked for and who they worked for, any information about them would be most appreciated.
well, I can do what I can. The warehouse we were in, it was owned by Turntide. That was all we really knew. We never met the guy. We never really saw him or got direct messages from him. I think Jennings may have had face-to-face meetings with him. That's the one that died, like you mentioned. But we never saw him. He never came to the warehouse. Everything was through, Zerich or one of his other go-betweens. We were facilitating stuff coming in and out of the city through that warehouse via the ships and the docks. A lot of different, groups use us to get things actually through the port. Once they get into the city, they run through a number of different groups to get where they're going, but we get them in and out of the docks, onto ships, off of ships, stuff like that, and have them circulate through this port of entry.
I'm gonna pull out the paper, the burnt paper,
Mhm.
and put it in front of on the table in front of him. Recognize his handwriting. These words.
Yeah, that was Jennings' shorthand.
We do know that one stands for the King Street Coopers, the other one is Miss Bliss, and Hollow Casket's the third one.
Mhm.
Ever meet anybody from those groups?
No, we just made sure we knew where they were going, which pallet to put them on, and which cart needed to be loaded up with what. Other than that, there was not a lot of contact.
I'm guessing these are what they had in each crate. He points to the other ones, the MYAF, ROWR.
Yes. Yeah, these were the different drugs, chemicals, whatever they were wanting to pass
Okay.
through.
I know it's shorthand, but do you have the actual names of what these are?
MY. There was something called Mellow Yellow. Well, that's funny.
It's just the soda. It's like it's a drug.
There was another one. The AF was Estrella Fresco.
Is this guy for real? I go,
Eevee's against violence, but I'll kill you with a gun.
They aren't
Sean.
sodas in
I'm
this
like-
world.
I'm very much like, I'm like
They're
very
cool
intently writing down, and my
drugs.
eyes will chart up. I'm looking to you right now.
No.
It's
They're
like
not
this.
sodas in this world. They're super cool drugs that everyone takes and loves.
Sure,
Right.
of
Everyone
course.
takes and loves.
How do you spell the second one?
Astrilia. And then Fresco, Fresco.
Estrella Fresco and Mellow Yellow.
I don't know what the second thing is. I grew up in a rock.
Fresco is a it's not really like a soda, but it is kind of like a soda. It's like a
Well,
lemon lime.
Fresca's a soda. with
Fresca.
an A.
Yes, sorry.
Fresco is a beautiful painting.
It's a
in
painting,
church,
too, whatever.
typically
Fresca
on the
is
ceiling.
delicious. WR is referred to as Wild Magic's Rush.
I don't like that.
That's
Too damn bad.
Wild magic.
Perhaps I will get into drug use.
Again. For the second time in his second campaign.
Not done any drugs.
Mhm.
Done no drugs.
For the hollow casket list, they do refer to the diamonds and the blackstone. He actually says that he called it blackstone because it was too hard to pronounce or spell. I think he couldn't spell it.
Right.
Titanite is what that stone was referred to. It's a black, like an onyx stone.
What did you say?
For
Paul?
us, how do you spell that? For the players, how do you spell it?
Tiso.
T?
Tisonite.
N-I-T.
Titanite.
It's
Titanite.
and that's a drug, Sean.
It was something that the hollow casket was requesting.
So the
An
DM
illicit
diamonds,
substance that is either a drug or kind of similar to the diamonds was something they used for their necromancy.
Yeah, like a mineral or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I roll? I don't know. History on
Roll
that?
history
Isn't
or
I?
Arcana check if you'd like to. Anyone who wants
Okay,
to.
I'll do Actually, it's kind of both. I'm gonna use D&D Beyond roller because my dice
I
are
will
not
say
being
before
nice
you
to me.
decide, Arcana will be a lower DC, but history will also probably get you there.
Okay, I did roll Arcana,
22.
and I got a 22.
Oh, solid.
2 22s? Or did you not
Oh
roll?
my god, double 22s.
I haven't rolled yet. I roll.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
roll.
you just saw the roll that I
I'll roll
had on
history.
D&D.
I'll roll history.
Okay,
honestly.
okay.
Also, just to make sure I spelled this right, Tiscnite.
No, the C is an O.
Okay.
I rolled a 26.
Okay.
18 plus 8.
Our brains are blessed.
You guys know so much about this fucking rock, dude.
Kablam!
All right, Hank, calm down. So, Titanite is actually not terrestrial. It is not from the prime material.
Okay.
It is a stone derived from the abyssal plane.
Is that the thing they threw at us at our feet? That was Silent Guy? He threw something at our feet, right?
No, that was an orange cube.
Oh, okay.
Would you
Did
say?
I turn upside down for a second?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll do an instant replay in case it was, but I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Abyssal is in like from the hells.
Abyssal. Abyssal
From
is
the
a different,
abyss.
its own plane.
Yeah, the
Oh,
abyss
okay.
is-
I'm
Yeah.
still new to
Hey,
D&D.
you're
I
good.
was
No, you're
just
totally
asking.
good. Good question to ask.
Yeah, hey, because
Oh,
I had that question too, because Infernal and Abyssal are different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Abyssal
Wait,
is
are we
demon.
above the table? Are we following the same pantheon as normal
Fuck no,
Dungeons and
dude.
Dragons?
No,
Okay, are we
we
following
got
the same
new
hells?
gods.
I came up with my own shit. Like, hells are
Okay.
similar. The plane system is
Okay.
kind of similar. The gods are different.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Planar structure is the same, kind of.
Okay, cool.
I only know primordial. I don't know abyssal. I've been wanting to learn.
I know Abyssal.
Oh, could you teach me?
Potentially. She's just thinking of like how exhausting it might be to teach Eevee things because of all the
It does
questions.
not take long. You just honestly have to like talk at me for like 30 minutes at a time. Anyway, this is abyssal.
It's
The
abyssal in
stone.
nature. Titanite's abyssal in nature.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
What could I roll something to know if I know what do I recognize it?
How rare is something like this?
From their
Yeah.
understandings of like 22, 26, it's a very rare mineral to be getting your hands on in the prime material plane.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
And in shipments too, which
Yeah.
is wild.
I feel like
Yeah, wouldn't
Eamon,
it
if
take,
he
like-
saw a hell rock, like an abyss rock, like that would be insane. Like not.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it take like planar travel to get and then bring
Yeah,
back?
how they
right?
source
Yeah.
it is insane. This guy just put it on one box to the other and took it off a boat and put it on a crate. That's what they called it. That's all he
was
did
in
with
the,
it.
the finish line.
He
of
probably
what
never even
I-
saw it.
I do really want Eamon's reaction in this moment.
I don't know. You know what? Have you said out loud that this is an abyssal
Yeah,
rock?
I said that was
Oh, you did.
Eevee saying that out loud. I was like, oh, it's abyssal. Yeah.
I will like slowly move my head over to you, and I'll go like the abyss,
Mm,
Yeah.
like the abyss from the kid's story. Oh no, I'm in the abyss.
yes.
Who told you that story as a
I know.
kid?
That's a rough story to tell. That's like worse than Goosebumps.
Okay. I'll turn back over to you. So what you're saying is we're not just dealing with things that we know on like our own plane.
Mm.
I know.
Oh. Saltwater does something to you, I tell you what.
Oh, did they try and offer you salt water out there?
I drank 4.5 cups.
They drink
I
it
guess I'm Southern
nonstop.
now.
I don't know what's going on with those guys.
I don't think it's salt water. I think it's
I mean, that
something
kind of.
else. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh, did
Oh
he
no,
get hit?
he got hit.
Oh, he got hit.
He got hit?
I thought that I thought
The
that I
Pentagon
got
got
hit.
Second outage just hit the towers, Mr. President.
Where did we leave off?
You were saying something about salt water.
Oh yeah, you were
You
giving
had
your
4
reaction,
glasses of salt water.
and then
Four
your
and a half.
internet cut
Four
off.
and a half.
Your
Sorry.
wounds, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thought this is definitely a turn in my life. I'm sorry. I'll look it over at you guys. How often do we run across abyssal rock?
I guess
Love
we'd have
that.
to ask.
Favorite genre of music.
I mean, Sean, how often did I run into smuggling shipments of abyssal rock, and what was it used for?
I mean, it was like super rare to even find like magic items from different planes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
that's
not-
crazy.
It's not every day where you're just getting like full on minerals or like precious resources from other planes, especially the Abyss, which is a famously difficult place to get to and from.
Yes.
There's a whole thing called Out of the Abyss, and it's really hard to do.
Yeah,
really
dude.
rough.
With Arcana, are there any magical applications to this that I would be aware of? Like, I don't need drug applications necessarily, but like,
Given the context you have for the hollow casket and their need for diamonds and their control of the diamond trade, you assume it's something to do with, necromancy or some sort of
Okay.
ritual they would practice.
but I wouldn't know that offhand, kind of thing.
Not
Sean,
like
do I know anything about that, considering necromancy or anything of that nature?
that. You're not a
You dropped
necromancer.
in your head.
No, I'm not a necromancy, but I was brought back by
You're
necromancy.
a financial detective, dude. I'm kidding.
Financial detective.
There
I'm a
could
ghost
be
detective, first
an
off.
avenue to discover there, but unless I don't think you've ever actually like delved into how you came back.
No.
That was something I
in
think
my-
we talked about, and you were like, "No, he's never done that."
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
In my studies of Abyssal, would I've come across anything about like the Abyssal stones?
Did you roll with the other two?
No.
No, because I
No,
didn't
you
know if
want
I
to
need.
roll, right?
You can go ahead and roll
Yeah.
history or arcana if you want to
Okay,
find
they're-
out how much you know.
They're the same modifier
Well,
for
then,
me.
well, there's the difference in DC, so arcana is going to be a little better.
I thought it was an 11 at first, and I was gonna cry. It's a 17, thank
17's
God.
nice.
And I only have a +1, so
18's pretty good.
Plus anything is better than a -2 to anything. So.
-2 is pretty bad. There are a lot of different stories and like myths about the Abyss. It's where demons to be coming from. Like that's the home of demons, whereas the hell is for devils. It is mostly a never-ending source of chaos, essentially. It is not a good place. But what you would know about these stones is that alongside the sort of chaotic nature of the Abyss itself, they also house a portion or some element of that chaotic nature. Could be used to bring somebody back to life. You're not entirely sure. You're not entirely sure what their purpose is at all. But
Bring them back wrong.
bring them back different. Bring them back with a gun.
with a gun.
Gun hand.
Zombie with a gun.
I'm just gonna put my hands behind my back real quick.
It's my new
Right hand.
Grindhouse movie.
Gun hand.
Zombie with a shotgun.
That's a dangerous movie right there.
Yeah. $1 billion at the box office
Oh, 100%.
30 years after its release.
Cult classic. Especially with cults.
But
and then,
the last one he will mention, you guys already seem to know the name of the King Street Coopers, and you already are familiar with the GGH.
Does he know why it's asterisked?
Yes. There were
Why
two
is that?
different differentiated shipments we were supposed to carefully manage and label, keep them separate. One of them is the original hormone, And the other one, your friend, or not your friend, I guess, the victim, that's the one they pulled the vial out of. That one had apparently been dosed with the wyvern venom. So
And where was that shipment supposed to be going?
same place. Both of them were headed to the King Street Coopers. We just needed to keep them separate and make sure they were aware which was which.
So they asked for it to be laced.
It arrived in our warehouse already laced, and they were aware that that's the case.
Okay.
It sounds like the King Street Coopers likes to take out competition and or ruin competition.
Yeah.
Can you tell us anything about them, or do you just not know?
I don't know much about their operation. Like I said, we just delivered and moved on. We didn't really have contact or any sort of relationship. From reputation, I know they're good at what they do and pretty close-knit.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that you guys were able to smuggle so much in the harbor? Do you have some of the guards bribed?
There were the occasional payoffs and, clandestine, wait until nobody's looking, move things around. Also, we tried to package things as nondescript as we could, keep it simple. About a third of every item we actually moved was full of illicit products, so no matter which way you looked in from, you couldn't see it from the top down.
Is there a tell, or does it depends on the shipment? Like, you know exactly which shipments to know which one is coming in.
There is a shorthand for marking each crate that comes in, but it does change up every few months just to make sure no one recognizes a pattern.
When's the next change up?
Shouldn't be for a while, but given all the chaos that's been going on, there might be a more drastic shifting of the code.
Would you be willing to give us the history of that pattern? Write it down, just so maybe there can possibly be a pattern?
Sure.
And I'll ask this. You're giving us all this information. What are you looking for in return?
I don't really want anything. I feel like I just owe it to you. Again, I wouldn't be here to give you the information if you hadn't done what you did, so.
We were
Thank
able
you.
to offer previously another person in our custody a rehabilitation program and protection. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Seeing as how I did watch Turntide's Men gut someone for even saying his name, I wouldn't turn down any protection you could offer. But
We'll see what we can do.
See what we can do. This isn't our district, but we'll see what we can do.
that's fair enough.
Is there any other information you're thinking of sharing?
None that I
Maybe
can
next stanza.
think of, but if you have any questions I can answer, I'd be happy to.
Zerich is... Well, he's here. Don't worry about it. He's locked down tight. He also tried to bite his own tongue off to not
Oh, I did.
answer any of our questions. He did.
I got you.
This seems like an obvious question, but is there any reason why he would try to kill himself?
I don't think he was trying to kill himself, if that's what he actually did. I think he was more trying to send a message to the people on the outside. Word gets out he bit his own tongue off. There's no way he's going to talk to anybody in here.
I'm sure Mr. Turntide is trying to watch somehow.
From what I've heard of the guy, he's not one to jailbreak his subordinates. He just slowly waits for them to make their way to the outside and rewards loyalty. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
So I I don't think you have anything to worry about in terms of that guy staying on the inside. Or me. But hopefully they don't find out we had this conversation.
We are going to definitely try to get you protection. You have helped us more than you know.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
And if
Were
worse
you
comes
only-
to pass, then I've made my peace with it.
Were you only involved in moving, or were you able to overhear any kind of plan? Because Turntide does have a lot of operations under his belt. Is there a bigger picture to all of this that you know of?
I'm sure there is. Again, things are pretty compartmentalized to keep this stuff where it needs to be kept. I didn't overhear anything that was, wasn't supposed to.
Makes sense.
Well, if we do have any more questions about Turntide's operation, you will be the first one we talk to.
Well, you know where to find me.
We'll get that paperwork in motion for you.
Appreciate it.
They keep you separate from Zerich in here, right?
Oh, they keep him separate from everybody.
Okay, good
How
to know.
about separate just in general?
Me, no. I'm in more of an open cell. Me and 3 other
Jump up,
people.
Yeah, we'll definitely get that paperwork started, I promise.
Thank you. All right. And unless there's anything else, you are free to leave this prison cell.
Immediately.
So that one, Eamon. You don't need the. You know, I was gonna make a joke, but you look really fucked up.
I'm sorry. I've just been on this job for 5 days, and we're dealing with the Abyss. Are we
Yeah.
Ghostbusters? What do you mean we're dealing with the Abyss?
It is. I shouldn't say that.
Listen. I don't like anything to do with the undead. I don't like anything to do with the afterlife. I don't like people who have to deal with the undead, all right? I do not like the fact that we're dealing with abyssal rocks coming from beyond hell. How does that fit into what we're doing?
The
Wait.
people that they're not like undead necessarily. Sometimes they're just like,
Forged from
demons.
evil and chaos?
I
I
mean,
feel
we
like I have to
did
go to a
just
church.
I've
I don't know
never
what
met
church.
one, so I don't know.
have to kill different dimensional versions of ourselves the other day. I think
Yeah,
that dealing
that
with
could've been
typical devils
illusion-
is
illusionary.
And
I don't
also,
know.
Eamon didn't have to do it, so
Well, no,
Yeah.
maybe it just hasn't
no,
hit
he
him
did.
yet.
So I
he
have
did-
some
he
kind
did
of
kill
protection.
me. He
You're
did-
right. I have divine protection.
No, he did. You did smash my doppelganger with a brick, if you remember that correctly, over his head. You did do that before you ran off.
Eevee, are you able to fully understand who my divine protection is coming from?
Also,
I can check.
Okay, great.
I don't mean to sour our relationship, but you do realize. Have you not heard of who I am?
No. You're like I just thought you had like a cool noir aesthetic. Like I just thought this is like you're just a detective. This is what detectives
No.
look like.
I mean,
Amen. I died and was brought back to life.
Oh, is that what happened?
That is what
Been
happened.
fucking with an undead, technically.
Yes.
What?
Yes. I
You
was
stay away
killed.
from me.
Why was
With
your
that
name
undead
thrown in
stuff.
the mud then?
Oh,
So it's just directly to the point.
Yeah.
Because now she's like, wait a minute, you died in battle in combat? That's an honorable thing. So she's like, what the?
the situations that brought my death to me and those involved is complicated.
Bad cops.
Yes.
and he
I'm so-
he didn't do it on purpose, Eamon.
Yeah, it wasn't really my choice
not-
to be brought back to life, but here I am.
Whatever it is, you stay away from me with it.
That's your choice. That's your choice. Just know we are working together. That doesn't change. We're
Yeah.
helping people. That doesn't change. You can hate me all you want. You can hate what I am all you want. Just know that we're on the same side here.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
great. I I have other things to do, so I'm not sure where you guys are going, but I think I have to go to church or something.
I would go to
Do
church.
you want to come visit my temple or something? See if that's the god that's protecting you?
I think I need a walk. I think I
Okay.
need a walk.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything following? I should have asked this like day one.
You
Is
did.
there anything like around?
You
I
did.
did. Yeah. Is there anything following any of us?
Yes.
Wise.
Oh no,
No.
Hey.
it was a kaitza.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. It's not ghost-wise.
It was a kaitza.
Okay.
That was a
Okay.
joke I was gonna.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just asking. Just gotta
No,
ask.
you're good. There
I'm
are.
waiting for it to pop up.
Oh, I'll,
Oh wait, I
I'll be able
forgot
to
a
pop
kaitza
up.
is.
The kaitza is a ghost.
Ow.
You're right.
Could I actually question how did the people we were interrogating react to seeing a whole ass Drake with us, even though it is a young
Oh,
one?
did you have them out and about? I was making.
I
a
did.
joke
I
as a
did
joke.
specify. I forgot she was with us, so I guess not. I guess she just like stays in the hall.
They were like, "Hey, don't bring your fucking dog into the interrogation room, please." That's wild.
No dogs allowed.
You get your fucking alligator out of here, please. Thank you very much.
But
No.
if Eamon's like walking away, there was like an expression of like I expect people to have that expression on their face or reaction when they learn properly. But he just like shakes it off and is just like, I'm gonna go see if I can start that paperwork, maybe help or see if they will. Again, this isn't our district, but get them some protection because they deserve it.
Yeah, it's probably best that you and Eevee are the ones to ask. I doubt they'll listen to me. I'll wait outside. I don't want to cause our friend
I
any
can-
more issues.
I can definitely help. I'm probably gonna go and see if I can do some research on that stone afterwards. So, but yeah, I'm happy to help.
I'm gonna, since Akaitsa is here in the hallway, I'm just gonna like pat her, and as we walk past, as we walk past Fitz, I'm gonna kind of like bump him and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry about what I said when we first were in our during tryouts, you know."
It's not the worst thing I've heard. Trust me. What's a little camaraderie among friends?
Just kind of give him another bump and then, you know, walk out with Akaitsa. Kind of eye the other like bastions as she leaves.
And I'll say bye to Eamon as he walks out.
Bye, Eamon! You're the best!
I love that guy.
Yeah,
Staring ahead.
Lumberjacks.
And all she's gonna say is birds of a feather.
Good God.
I'm gonna look
And that's
for...
with a 7 charisma. I'm proud
Let's
of her.
go!
Woo!
I'm gonna look for the dear individual who yelled at us before. Is it the chief of this? The chief of.
Oh,
what's
the
his name?
Goliath you went at the beach?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can find
Fucking forget his name.
him. I have it in my notes.
He was-
I
he was
probably
pretty cool.
did too.
He was pretty cool.
He was actually sick, dude, and he hated you guys.
Did he?
He did make fun of you a little bit. But
Yeah,
that
he made fun of me a
maybe
little
that's just
bit, but
me
I didn't.
coming through a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe it's just me coming out a little bit.
What's his fucking name? I can't find it. My
That
notes
is,
are all over the place, dude.
Captain Belfast.
That's it. I knew it the first
Nice.
time.
He is a
Yes.
Goliath. We met him in episode 2.
So you're gonna go try and
I
find
didn't write him
Belfast?
down. Must have not been important.
Damn. I'm gonna see if I can find Captain Belfast.
Okay. So I think before we all have night activities, but before we
Mhm.
get into those night activities, let's go ahead and draw the curtain here. Pick up on those next session where we have a fresh session to start off with all our little errands because everyone seems to got something they want to do, and I love it.
Ooh.
Okay. And we also got a little late start through no fault of anybody. It's the internet.
California is
California
a
internet
weird
fault.
state.
California is in dire straits right now, and their internet is all over the place. So that's totally
Dire
fine.
straits.
I'll update my drivers so my camera doesn't turn green.
Yes, please.
Honestly, I think it's fine. So we'll go ahead and end there. Thank you for watching. We will be back next week. But until then, bye and leave and bye. Bye, everybody.